Roman Reigns is back. Brock Lesnar is back. I'm not kidding. On the exact same night, they came back and turned Monday Night Raw into an absolute war zone. They have reignited the craziest rivalry of the last 10 years. And if that wasn't insane enough, the G.O.A.T, John Cena, is getting ready for his last Survivor Series ever. And he's doing it as the new Intercontinental Champion, defending the one title he's never won before. This is not just another show. This is a turning point for the entire company. We are watching history happen live from the first ever outdoor Survivor Series at Petco Park in San Diego. The question isn't if WWE will change, it's how these three legends are going to reshape the entire future of WWE inside the most brutal structure ever created: War Games. Today, we are breaking down exactly how Survivor Series 2025 is going to change WWE forever. And before we dive into the madness, if you are as hyped as I am, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You literally won't want to miss our live reactions. All right, let's start with the moment that literally broke the internet. The last segment of Raw was supposed to be a normal face-off. It turned into chaos. But then you heard the glass shatter. Not Stone Cold's glass, but the insane music of Brock Lesnar. Lesnar, who we haven't seen since WrestlePalooza, hit the ring and destroyed CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. He looked like an unstoppable monster. But just when you thought it was over, another theme song hits. It was Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns actually returned. The two of them stood in the middle of the ring, staring at each other. And then, bam! Roman hits Lesnar with a Superman punch. This wasn't just a return, this was a statement. Roman Reigns is back to flip the entire table over. For months, Roman has been gone, and now he's back, teaming up with his old enemies, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, just to get his revenge. This is the moment that will trigger a massive change. Roman and Brock colliding inside War Games isn't just another match in their history. This feels like the final chapter. Their rivalry was everything for an entire decade. But this time, it's completely different. They aren't fighting for a title. They're fighting for the future of their teams and their spot in this new WWE. So the prediction isn't just about who wins. The real change will be Paul Heyman's entire world imploding. For years, Heyman has played everyone. He was with Lesnar, he was with Roman. At Survivor Series, that all comes crashing down. War Games is the perfect place for a betrayal. The most insane outcome is seeing Roman not only fight Lesnar, but also fight the guys Heyman put together. The long-term effect here changes WWE in two huge ways. First, Roman Reigns becomes the ultimate lone wolf again, a tribal chief with no tribe, cutting ties with Paul Heyman for good. He won't be about the bloodline anymore, he'll be on a solo mission for revenge. Second, it perfectly sets up the biggest match possible for WrestleMania. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. One learned time. But this time, no titles, no Paul Heyman. It will just be a personal, hate-filled war to finally decide who the most dominant force of their generation is. The return on Raw was the spark. War Games is the explosion, and WrestleMania will be the final war. But as huge as Roman and Brock are, their story might not even be the biggest one of the night. That belongs to a story about legacy and passing the torch that has burned for 20 years. John Cena is going into his last Survivor Series ever, but he's not just showing up to wave at the crowd. He's showing up as the brand new Intercontinental Champion. Just last week on Raw, John Cena did the one thing he had never done in his entire career. He beat Dominic Mysterio to finally become a Grand Slam champion. It was a moment we waited years to see, but Dirty Dom crashed Cena's big speech to demand a rematch, and he wants it in his hometown of San Diego at Survivor Series. This is so much bigger than a title defense. This is John Cena's final stand. For years, Cena was the guy everyone had to beat. Now, in what could be his last huge match, his entire goal is to build the future. And his opponent, Dominic Mysterio, is the perfect guy for it. Dom is probably the most hated person in the entire company, getting a reaction that is almost impossible today. He's a second-generation star who completely escaped his dad's shadow. Honestly, this is just genius booking. You have the ultimate good guy, a living legend, holding the one title that completes his career. And you have the ultimate bad guy, a young star who will do anything to get that title back and prove he's a main eventer. This isn't a match, it's a movie. The effect, the way this changes WWE forever, is how the ending will create a new top star for the company. My prediction is crazy. John Cena keeps the Intercontinental Championship, but he doesn't win in a clean way. The match will be incredible, with Cena fighting off the Judgment Day left and right. But the real story is what happens after the match. Cena will win, barely, and while he's celebrating his last Survivor Series moment, he gets completely destroyed by Dominic and the Judgment Day. They will leave him lying in the ring. This doesn't just make Dom a bigger villain, it makes him a truly ruthless post-Cena era monster. Cena's final act won't be about getting one more win. It will be about using his star power to create the next generation. His departure leaves a massive hole at the top, and this match is designed to fill it. The future starts the second the bell rings on Cena's final Survivor Series match. His era ends, and a new one begins. Now for the match that could literally steal the entire show. The Women's War Games match is an absolute powder keg. On one side, you have the team of Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and the Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors. On the other side, an unbelievable dream team. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and the rumored, shocking return of AJ Lee. The story here is a women's division that is about to boil over. The Kabuki Warriors have been destroying everyone. Nia Jax and Lash Legend are an unstoppable force. But the most important thing, the cause, is the super awkward team-up of the Queen, Charlotte Flair, and Mommy, Rhea Ripley. These two have one of the most insane rivalries ever. They've fought over every single title. Their WrestleMania 39 match is considered one of the greatest women's matches of all time. They are the two top predators in the entire division. And now, they're supposed to be on the same team. This isn't a friendship, it's a truce. And truces always get broken in war games. This all comes down to one single word: ego. Charlotte Flair has always needed to be the center of attention. Rhea Ripley has become a global megastar who bows to absolutely no one. You simply cannot have two suns in the same solar system. The cage is the perfect pressure cooker to make this whole thing explode. So the prediction is almost guaranteed, and it's absolutely insane. Charlotte Flair will betray Rhea Ripley. The effect of this betrayal will be the main story of the women's division for the next year. This won't be a small turn. I'm talking about a moment late in the match when Rhea is about to win and Charlotte just attacks her. It will be a shocking betrayal that gives the win to Nia Jax's team and starts the next huge blood feud in WWE. This changes WWE forever by setting up the women's main event for WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair 3. But this time, it's not for a title. It's about betrayal. It's about pure hatred. A heroic Rhea Ripley looking for revenge against the most arrogant, entitled version of Charlotte Flair we've ever seen. The War Games match won't be remembered for who won, but for the moment the two most dominant women in WWE declared war on each other. Finally, let's look at the men's War Games match, because outside of Roman and Brock, there are 8 other guys whose careers are about to change forever. On one side, you have the champions, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns with the Usos. On the other, a terrifying team of destroyers, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, and the core of the Vision, Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, all led by Paul Heyman. The main cause here is old school versus new school. You have the legends, Rhodes, Punk, Reigns, against a team of killers. But the single most important person in this whole match, the one guy about to have his breakout moment, is Bron Breakker. Since day one, everyone has called Bron Breakker the next big thing, a monster who reminds people of Goldberg and even Brock Lesnar. He's been a wrecking machine, but he hasn't had that one moment that makes him the guy. War Games is where that all changes. The purpose of a match like this isn't just to win, it's to make stars. It's a platform designed to show who can rise above the chaos. While everyone is watching Roman and Brock, the real story of this match is creating the next main event villain. This leads to the wildest prediction of the night. Bron Breakker will pin Roman Reigns. Just let that sink in. In a match filled with legends, it will be Bron Breakker who wins it for his team by pinning the man who was unbeatable for over 1,000 days. The effect of this will be insane. It is the fastest way to create a new monster bad guy for the entire company. Pinning Roman Reigns is something no one else can do for him. It's a torch-passing moment that signals the end of one era and the start of a new, violent one. This changes WWE forever by immediately launching Bron Breakker into the main event. It proves Paul Heyman's new group, The Vision, is the most dangerous force in WWE. And most importantly, it gives WWE a new, terrifying villain to build around for years. The Bloodline story was all about Roman being unpinnable. Having that end inside War Games at the hands of Bron Breakker isn't just an ending, it's the most powerful beginning you could ever imagine for the guy who will lead the company into the future. The era of the Bloodline officially dies and the era of the Vision begins. So, there it is. Survivor Series War Games 2025 is not just another show, it's a full-on turning point. We are about to get the final war between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. We're going to see John Cena's legendary career end by creating a new villain. The women's division will be taken over by a personal blood feud between Rhea Ripley and a backstabbing Charlotte Flair. And a new monster will be created when Bron Breakker pins Roman Reigns, changing everything. Because of what happens at Survivor Series, the road to WrestleMania is now completely unpredictable. But that's my take. How do you think Survivor Series will change WWE forever? Who do you think is walking out of War Games as the biggest star? Drop your predictions in the comments below. I want to read every single one. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of WWE. Thanks for watching.